Hejo, ja jestem Aloy, a to Vampyr. Jesteśmy pod willą Aloysiusa, jak sądzę. I otworzymy to przejście, które wcześniej było zamknięte, a próbowałam to przejść chyba ze 3 razy i przy okazji może poznamy nowych ludzi, bo w tym rejonie nas nie było. Jak się okazuje, to całe, to prawdopodobnie całe jest jego posiadłością. Ekstra, co nie? No, nadal nie wiem, czy będę chciała go zjeść, czy nie.
It's locked. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Okej. Jakoś nie lubię w tej grze biegać po kanałach. Ale wygląda na to, że tędy przejdziemy do jego posiadłości. W ogóle on nas oczekuje, a nie wiem, nie otworzył dla nas żadnego przejścia, ani nie wiem, nie zrobił nam drogi, żeby się do niego dostać.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
O, tam ktoś został zamordowany.
It's locked, all
A,
right.
tu mamy zamknięte. Okej. Czemu on tu w ogóle jest? Ma fajny kapelusik. Dobra, coś nam wychodzi. No i nie dokończył, bo użyłam umiejętności. Ciekawe, że tak się da w nieskończoność. Oj. O. No jak ja mam teraz się dostać do Dawsona? Zabiliśmy go. I mamy nową rzecz. O, tutaj nam brakowało, czyli możemy teraz oddać misję dla tego przyjaciela naszego, Clarence'a, czy kogo. Ale długo umierał. Czy tu mamy coś z niego do podniesienia? Nie, chyba już to podnieśliśmy. Teraz nie tędy, tylko teraz musimy iść tu, tak? Czy tutaj? Aha, tutaj było to pudełko. Czy coś takiego? No dobra, idziemy tędy. Aha, chyba tędy powinniśmy iść, a zobaczmy jeszcze w takim razie tutaj gdzieś indziej. Czy my tędy nie chodziliśmy przypadkiem? Tędy prawdopodobnie możemy się też dostać do Old Bridget. O. Możemy sobie pooglądać, co tutaj jest, ale powiem wam szczerze, że nie spodziewam się jakichś wspaniałych odkryć, ewentualnie kolejnego wampira, zwłaszcza po tym. No i po tamtych rzeczach. To jest zamknięte, mówicie?
I cannot enter.
Gdzie się otworzyło? Mhm. Aha, tu nadal nie, czyli to trzeba jeszcze podnieść o jeden poziom do góry, tak? Nie, nie tym na pewno. Ten. Okej, odblokowaliśmy drzwi. A oni skąd tu się wzięli? Przepraszam bardzo. Co? Oj, co za przydatny skill. Dobra, pozbędziemy się chociaż jednego, już będzie lżej. Aż 4. W sumie nie dziwię się w takim razie, że ten gościu tu chodził. Ten... Wiecie, ten, czego przed chwilą zabiłam. Szkoda, że nie zdążył najpierw zabić ich. A teraz jak zostały 2, to już spokojnie. Dobra. O ty dupku. Już wszyscy? Okej. To teraz musimy przejść tutaj w prawo i zrobić sobie zejście niżej. Super. Jeszcze niżej. A jeszcze niżej mogę? Dobra, widzę, że tam są przejścia na różne poziomy, więc prawdopodobnie jeszcze tu wrócę i z chwilę na górę. I będę zmieniać tutaj wysokość tego mostu. Czy my idziemy tyle do Aloysiusa, czy my po prostu idziemy odkrywać nowe części miasta, których nie było nam dane odkryć wcześniej? Gdzie my jesteśmy? Wydawało mi się, że słyszałam jakiś... że kogoś uratujemy. To jest tu na górze? Nie. Tędy już stąd wyjdziemy. Tu ewidentnie jest gdzieś ktoś, kto potrzebuje naszej pomocy. Tutaj już raz wchodziłam z tego, co kojarzę, te kanały. Dobra, gdzie jest tutaj ktoś, kto prawdopodobnie potrzebuje naszej pomocy? Prawie ominęłam broń, widzicie? A tu mogę? Tutaj nie mogę wyskoczyć. Tak, prawdopodobnie chcemy uratować jakąś dziewczynę. Tak. On tu może wejść? Nie bardzo. Ale nas uderzył. O, denerwujesz mnie. Ładnie to wyglądało. Taki silny, wiecie, 30 poziom. Damy radę. No zabij go w końcu. Super. Kolejny dziennik. Przyjęła wskazówkę o niej. Już wypuszczam cię, kobieto.
Are you all right, miss?
Who are you? What do you want from me?
My name is Jonathan Reed. I'm a doctor. What happened to you? Why are you here?
I'm Louise Teasdale. I was kidnapped a few weeks ago by a vampire. Don't laugh, please, sir. It's no joke.
I believe you, Miss Teasdale.
That monster told me my father was dead. That no one was waiting for me outside.
You're safe now. You don't have to worry about the vampire. You should just return home.
Thank you, sir. I hope we'll meet again soon. Because I'd really like you to teach me how to get rid of these creatures.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
No, zrobiliśmy dobry uczynek. Przy okazji. Niechcący. Zwiedzając lochy.
I have this thirst for blood.
Aha, ona ma ból głowy, a mogę ją wyleczyć? Idźmy tam jeszcze raz i sprawdźmy, czy mogę ją wyleczyć. Jak ją tak zagadałam, bo nie pamiętam, czy miałam znacznik. Bo na ból głowy mam jakieś lekarstwo.
I don't know your father, but I'm sure he wouldn't like to see you here. It's not a safe place, miss.
My father was a great man who taught his daughter not to surrender without a fight. If he's dead, I hope he gave his killer a hard time.
Potrzebujesz leczenia, ale nie mogę cię leczyć. Wow, mogę ją zjeść, zanim jeszcze ją uratuję. Aczkolwiek nie chcę jej zjadać. Ktoś z was może wie, co oni śpiewają w tej piosence, bo to mnie naprawdę fascynuje, a sama nie mogę tego rozszyfrować. Już miałam kilka pomysłów, ale żaden nie był dobry. Dobra, teraz trzeba wrócić tam, o nie tędy. Trzeba wrócić tam, skąd przyszliśmy i znaleźć przejście do... Okej. Mi się zdaje, że my tu byliśmy. Albo i nie. Słyszę tu jakichś ludzi, więc poszukamy. Właśnie. Nowi ludzie, dzień dobry.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Przyszłam po dobra z waszych szafek.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
On ma sklep, jak miło.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Czyli w sumie nic nie zauważyła. Dobra, może odkryjemy zaraz jakąś wskazówkę. Aha, to było to, chodźmy do prywatnego. Wow, prawie nic. Masakra.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price, especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
O, wskazówka.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
Zobaczmy, co masz dla mnie ciekawego. W zasadzie prawie nic. No, kupmy to. Z jakiegoś powodu wydaje mi się, że może być przydatne. Jesteśmy bogatym doktorem. Kupmy u niej rzeczy. Może nam doda jakąś wskazówkę. Co to jest? O! Zdaje się, że tego akurat potrzebuję.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Good evening.
You know you...
Nie? Zero wskazówki? Szkoda, myślałam, że wiecie, kupię przedmioty i będzie chciała ze mną rozmawiać.
It's locked.
To jest pewnie ta córka
Good
Karol.
evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Jakaś dziwna jest.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Cię nie jest, okej.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Jej twarz przypomina mi takiego zepsutego Sima. Czasami jak się wygeneruje w Simsach takiego przypadkowego jakiegoś, albo jakiś przychodzi, albo jakiś randomowy Sim do nas przychodzi, to miałam na myśli. Mają właśnie takie twarze, takie zepsute trochę.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithicat used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this camellia may be.
Coś więcej? Nie odblokowaliśmy w sumie. O, odblokowaliśmy.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Nic więcej.
Goodbye.
I am sorry, I
Good evening, Mr.
You know.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
Goodbye for now.
Okej, idziemy stąd, szukamy...
I hope you can stay a little.
Czy tu jeszcze jakiś ktoś się pojawi? Jakiś inny człowiek? Jeszcze nas tu nie było, nowe miejsca. Wygląda jakby w środku był pożar. Oj, zdecydowanie zjemy Aloysiusa Dawsona. O, trochę ich tu jest. Ty będziesz najbardziej denerwujący. Tak myślę. Jeszcze raz, jeszcze raz, i jeszcze raz. Ej, to ja miałam zabić ciebie, nie ty mnie. Halo, muszę zjeść, żeby się uleczyć. Zdążyłam. Kurczę, uciekałam przed tym. I jeszcze raz, i jeszcze raz, i zjedzmy go, tak jest. Dobra. Słyszę czyjś śmiech. Dobra, tu jest jakiś nowy plakat. Okej. Jest jakieś trofeum za dotknięcie, Boże. Czy jest jakieś trofeum za obejrzenie każdego plakatu? O. Fajnie, fajnie. Ciekawe, co jest tutaj na górze. Dalsza część kryjówki, po prostu. Coś tu możemy zrobić sensownego? Możemy zrobić... Nie! Możemy sobie zrobić to. Właściwie to przyda nam się... Zróbmy może te lepsze serum, jak już możemy. Czy to jest stamina serum, mówicie? Wiecie, możemy sobie zrobić, no. Dzisiaj nie skorzystamy. Czy tu było coś do podniesienia? Nie, to jest tylko ten kuferek z rzeczami do uzupełnienia. Pudełko dla nas. Fajnie. Czy kogoś tu jeszcze na przykład nie poznaliśmy? Tak, nie poznaliśmy... Ją uratowaliśmy. Ją z córką już właśnie poznaliśmy i teraz zostały nam jeszcze te 4 osoby. Czyli śmiało możemy sobie tutaj pobiegać. Znalazłam już, gdzie jest wejście do posiadłości Dawsona, więc na razie tam nie pójdziemy. A przynajmniej wydaje mi się, że znalazłam wejście do jego posiadłości i gra się musi załadować. O, mężczyzna, którego nie znam. A tutaj ślady krwi.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Czy ja mam mu to powiedzieć? No, powiedzmy mu to. No nie, wtedy będzie wiadomo, że jesteśmy wampirem. Nie wiem, no co ja mam mu powiedzieć, no. Okej, jako że on jest ze Scotland Yardu, to raczej powiem mu to.
I'm here on my own, sir. I have no official appointment other than my desire to save lives.
Then we have the same objective, sir. The difference is, to catch my suspects, I use a magnifying glass and handcuffs instead of a microscope.
O,
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
dobra.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange, which requires police attention?
Haha, mogę go zreportować, naprawdę.
No, I've noticed nothing odd.
All right. But keep your eyes open, though.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
what killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Okej. Tutaj. O!
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
To wszystko, co mamy jak na razie, dobra. A tu?
What are you investigating exactly?
I have a missing woman, possibly abducted a few nights ago. Louise Teasdale. It seems you already found my other missing person, Mr. Tadao Kimura.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Mogę mu powiedzieć, że ją znalazłam?
What are you
I have a
Tell me about...
She's a wait...
Do you have...
No.
Cóż, nie mogę.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
O! 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 Coraz więcej ludzi. To odkryłam, prawda? Tą kryjówkę. W ogóle jakiś człowiek nam... Aha, to jest skala. Ne. Odkryłam ją, co nie? Czy nie? Tak, odkryłam ją. Dobra, przeszłam przez nią. Świetnie. Wychodzimy i wracamy dalej rozmawiać z tymi ludźmi. Tam gdzieś był mężczyzna, przepraszam bardzo za
I cannot enter.
moją ulubioną manierę do mówienia źle słów. On jest tam gdzieś na dole, ale ja bym najpierw chciała jeszcze pogadać tutaj, bo tu jakiś dwóch gości siedzi. Aha, to jeden to jest ten. A nie, nie znam. Są bliźniacy?
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
O, to mi się tak strasznie kojarzy z Sherlockiem. To tu One Baker Street. Tam, gdzie mieszkał Sherlock.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
What kind of question is that? What am I supposed to answer, exactly?
The truth. And I believe you just did it, actually.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see.
Okej. O, ma jedną odpowiedź.
Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be, then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you are not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Okej. Idziemy
Goodbye,
stąd. Cześć, bracie.
Hello again, Doctor.
A ja nie chciałam z tobą.
Goodbye.
Chciałam z panem bratem bliźniakiem. Panie bracie bliźniaku. Dziękuję.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Okej. Mamy wskazówkę dzięki temu.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Okej.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
Bracia filozofowie.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question. since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr.
Oj.
Baker.
I co też nam powiesz? Bo jakaś wskazówka jak się zdaje.
Hello again.
A jednak nie.
What can you tell me?
You should...
Nie, nie.
Goodbye for now.
No dobra.
The Spanish flu is not the only hit.
Czy jest tu jeszcze jakiś... Tam na dole był jakiś człowiek. Dobra, to będzie na tyle w tym odcinku. W następnym spróbujemy znaleźć drogę do tamtego faceta, który tam sobie w turbanie siedział na dole. Podejrzewam, że będzie jakimś wróżem albo czymś takim. Tak wyglądał na takiego. No dobra. Bye bye.